what's up, gentlemen? In today's video, I'm going to be giving you the #1 attractive quality that you need to have if you want to get more dates. So let's get into some examples. So this is some leading on dating apps, and then I'll show you some leading over text. All right, so the first things, and these are just me getting the numbers of some girls. I've shown some of these examples before, but this girl, I just say, I like your energy. She says, thank you, how was your weekend? I just say basically it was good, and I just give like a funny story, like I ate a whole large pizza, so I partied very hard, and then I just tell her, I'm gonna take you out this week, I hope you like coffee, right? And she just acknowledges what I said, and then she says, I'm looking forward to it. I love coffee. And so I'm like, great, I love the enthusiasm. Give me your number, I'll text you details. She texts me her number. We ended up going on a date like that night. Same thing here. You're cute, I'm taking you out. She just says, say less, just let me know when and where. You're a coffee girl, I hope. Give me your number, I'll text you the details. Notice how over apps, when I'm leading, all I need to know is the information. I'm just concerned with the facts. I'm not concerned with like how she's feeling. I'm just concerned with like, hey, we clearly are attracted to each other. Let's just make this happen. And I just don't have time for bullshit. And some girls won't be into it, and that's fine. But you're gonna find the girls that are into it, that want a leader. And there's so many women out there that you can just fish for the ones that specifically want a leader. And with this type of game, and it'll work very well for you. Like I'm really getting like tons of messages from guys saying things like, oh my God, this is working for me. I can't believe it's working. I'm just telling her I'm taking her out, and she's like, yes, sir. Just like crazy shit. And that's happening for me. It's happening for my clients. It's happening for just random people that watch my videos. It's pretty impressive. So now let's show you some leading over text. So this is me leading, I think, up to a date. So I think actually this is this girl, right? The girl on the left. Okay, so this is how I follow up this conversation. Hi, it's the man that's taking you out. What's your schedule like? She tells me her schedule, and I say, this weekend's busy for me. I can do tonight, or maybe Thursday this week. And she was like, yeah, I could actually possibly do tonight. I'm like, I'm thinking we grab a drink in the evening, not too late, I wake up early, so 6:30 or 7. What part of town are you in? She's like, that works for me. I'm up early mornings as well. I'm in West Nashville, that's where I am. And then I'm like, favorite places to drink? Only if you promise to behave yourself. She's like, yeah, can we do 7? I have a 3-hour exam. If not, maybe another day. I'm like, 7 works. She's like, hey, just finished my test. She's like, don't really know. And so I just was like, all right, we're gonna go to this place. Cool, meet you at 7, send me a pic for my contacts. She sends me a pic for my contacts. She's like, oh my God, let me find one to send, whatever. And then I just say, I'll be there in about 5. Same, about 4 minutes away. All right, cool. Parked at like the Kroger across the street. And then we were there, right? And then she texted me she had a really good time, and that's how it goes, right? So that's what leading over text looks like. I'm gonna show you this follow-up from this one as well. So now I'm gonna show you guys the next conversation with this girl on the right, and I'm gonna show you just how I lead up to the date, okay? So, hey, it's the man that's taking you out this week. No coffee is a red flag. I just make some sort of tease about like how basically it's a red flag. She doesn't like coffee, but it's fine. And she's like, yeah, I know. Somehow I've managed to become blah, blah, blah. She starts qualifying herself, calls herself a unicorn. You're unique and you go to this school, so you're very close. I'm super busy, so the convenience factor of going on a date has a lot of weight with me. She's like, yeah, I'm big on the convenience factor. I cannot type this early in the morning. She's already like nervous and stuff. I'm like, I forgive you. Send me a picture for my contacts. Also, what's your schedule like? She sends me a picture. And she says Monday. So she sends me her schedule. I blurt it out just in case. Obviously study time outside of that, but I have some advance notice. I can block out some free time. So I just said, I was referencing her picture. I was like, you're very attractive. I feel like you have an attitude. I'll find a coffee place for us to meet at tomorrow at 3, and we can do a vibe check. And then she just is like, oh, I might have a bit of an attitude. You know, I basically tell her, I like a girl with an attitude, so you need to bring it. And then I say, this place is close to campus. I say, you know, this place we're going, it's close to campus. I haven't been there, so let's do that. 3 p.m. tomorrow, I'll be there, be square. And she's like, cool, let's do it. Okay, so this is how I lead up to these texts on dating apps. I just fall in love like this. Now, let's talk about leading during an approach. Okay, if the girl is sitting down, here's something you do to lead. You can just sit with her, right? Like, hey, do you mind if I sit down? Like, just literally taking that initiative to sit down with the girl is very, very powerful. If she's walking, something you should do is plant your feet. So say you're walking with her, like, you know, she's walking like this, you know, you're walking against each other, you turn, you stop her, and you go, hey, excuse me, what's up, what's your name, I wanted to meet you. She keeps walking, just plant your feet and just hold eye contact. Just like, be very nice about it. Just be like, hey, excuse me, hi, hey, what's up? And I've done that before. Like, the girl just keeps walking. Sometimes that's fine, but a lot of times, you know, girls will come back and they'll be like, oh shit, like, this guy isn't moving. I feel safe enough to stop. I feel comfortable. And you can just give her the option to leave by like standing still, but it's still very leading to actually plant your feet. And then on the street, you can just say, like, if you're in the middle of the street talking to her, you start a conversation, you'd be like, hey, let's actually go over here. Let's sit down over here. Let's do something over here so that we can be out of the way and we can actually just have a conversation. So those are all just leading things, setting yourself up to be in the best position possible. So when you're leading on a date, let's talk about that. So on a date, when you're leading, some of the things that I do to lead is I move around the venue a lot. So what you should do is, like, maybe you're sitting outside and then move into the bar and then move back outside. And then maybe grab a table inside, or maybe a venue hop. So jump from venue to venue. Maybe there's a bar next to the bar you were at before, and you can bounce from bar to bar. And it gives this idea of, like, first of all, I'm leading you around. I'm leading. You can be like, oh, let's go here, let's go there. And you can also start making statements instead of asking questions. That's a very powerful way to show that you're a leader, right? So you can start going, you seem like a type of girl that does this. You seem like the type of girl that fucking hates penguins. I don't know why, right? You can say something, even if it's just ridiculous. But if you say that, then you're showing that, like, you're making assumptions about her. You're not actually. So when you make assumptions about her, you're saying that, like, you don't need her input. You can just come up with something on your own and you can be fine by yourself. And that's a very attractive trait. Now, if you are interested in getting live examples of me actually doing these things, especially when I was talking about how to lead on an approach, getting examples of that, leading on a date, getting live examples of that, and also getting feedback from me on how you can do that for yourself, then there's a link down below to apply for my Attraction Accelerator personalized coaching program. And there's also a link to join the Masculine Control Blueprint. Okay, the Masculine Control Blueprint is my course. Price is going up in the next week. It's $500 right now. It'll be $800 by the end of next week. So if you think you're a good fit for either of those, and maybe you don't have the money for coaching, but you need access to the how exactly, you know, what are the scripts for how I talk to girls, how do I go about meeting women, then maybe Masculine Control Blueprint's for you. If you want live direct coaching from me personally, then something you probably want to do is apply for the coaching program, see if you're actually a good fit, and we will have a conversation about it. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, comment below, let me know what you want to see from me in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.